My name is Daniel Carter, and this happened when I was 12 years old. I grew up in a quiet suburban neighborhood in the Midwest. Our house looked normal from the outside: white wooden fence, a small porch, and a large backyard where my brothers and I spent most of our time. There were 3 of us. I was the oldest. Then there was my younger brother, Mason, who was 10. Mason was the curious one. If he heard a strange noise or saw something unusual, he would always be the first to go investigate. The youngest was Lucas. He was only 7, small for his age, and always followed us around no matter what we were doing. Our backyard was huge compared to the other houses on the street. It had an old oak tree in the far corner, a rusty swing set left by the previous owners, and a wooden shed that our parents rarely used. Behind the fence was a patch of woods that stretched farther than we could see. During the day, the backyard was our kingdom. We played baseball, built forts out of broken branches, and sometimes tried to scare each other with fake ghost stories about the woods. Lucas always believed them, which made it even funnier for us. But everything changed one night in October. That evening, our parents were inside watching TV, while the 3 of us were still outside finishing a game of flashlight tag. The sun had already gone down, and the backyard was darker than usual. The only light came from the kitchen window and our flashlights. Mason was hiding somewhere near the oak tree. Lucas was next to me, whispering nervously. "Daniel, I think we should go inside," he said. "Relax," I told him. "It's just a game." That's when we heard it. A slow creaking sound coming from the swing set. Lucas grabbed my arm. "Did you hear that?" I pointed my flashlight toward the swings. One of them was moving, back and forth, very slowly, but there was no wind. "Mason!" I called out. "Cut it out!" No answer. Then we heard Mason's voice, but it didn't come from the swings. It came from the shed behind us. "Daniel, I'm in here." Lucas and I turned around. The shed door was slightly open, and Mason's flashlight beam was shining through the crack. Lucas whispered, "Then, who's on the swing?" I slowly turned my flashlight back toward the swing set. The swing was still moving, but now it had stopped, completely. For a few seconds, everything was silent. Then we heard footsteps in the grass, not running, walking, slow, heavy, from the direction of the swing set. Lucas started crying quietly. "Daniel, let's go inside." I wanted to move, but something about those footsteps made my body freeze. The footsteps stopped halfway across the yard, right under the oak tree. Mason suddenly ran out of the shed. "Why are you guys just standing there?" he shouted. Before I could answer, we heard something else, a deep breathing sound, not from us, not from the house, from the darkness under the tree. My flashlight flickered for a second, and for a split second, I swear I saw something tall standing behind the tree, too tall to be a person. Lucas screamed. That was enough for all of us. We ran to the house as fast as we could, slammed the back door and locked it. Our parents thought we were just scared from playing outside at night. But later that night, while I was lying in bed, I looked out my bedroom window toward the backyard. The swing set was barely visible in the dark, and the swing was moving again, slowly, back and forth. Even though there was no wind, and under the oak tree, something was still standing there, watching the house, watching us. And the worst part, the next morning, when our dad checked the backyard, there were footprints in the grass, huge ones, and they started at the swing set. But they didn't leave the yard. They stopped right outside the back door.